The door exploded inward with a crack that shattered the quiet of my living room, splintering wood and my sanity in one furious blow. A woman I'd never seen before, wild-eyed, red-faced, clutching a phone like a weapon, stormed across the threshold, her heels stabbing the carpet. You're her husband, right? The clueless one, she snarled, shoving past me before I could stammer a response. My heart slammed against my ribs. I froze, the takeout bag from dinner slipping from my hand. Sarah wasn't home yet, late again at work, and this stranger's rage filled the space like smoke. She thrust her phone at me, screen glowing with a video already playing. "Watch this," she demanded, her voice trembling with a mix of fury and something broken, like shattered glass underfoot. I hesitated, but her eyes pinned me, desperate, unblinking. The footage was grainy, shot from a hidden angle in what looked like a dimly lit hotel room. There was Sarah, my Sarah, laughing in a way I hadn't heard in months, her hand trailing down a man's chest. He was tall, slick-haired, whispering something that made her tilt her head back in delight. My stomach twisted. Denial hit first, a cold wave. It can't be her, I muttered, but the tattoo on her wrist, the one I'd traced 1,000 times in bed, betrayed the lie. The woman snatched the phone back momentarily, fast-forwarding with shaking fingers. "Oh, it is. That's my husband she's screwing. We've been married 10 years, 2 kids. And your wife's been his side piece for months." Her words landed like punches, each one bruising deeper. I sank onto the couch, the cushions swallowing me as the video looped to them kissing, urgent and careless. "We need to teach her a lesson," she said, her voice dropping to a venomous whisper. "Both of them. They think they can destroy us and walk away." I replayed our life in fragments, suspicion creeping in like fog. Sarah's girls' nights that stretched into dawn, her phone buzzing at odd hours, screen always face down. I'd chalked it up to stress, her promotion at the firm, the long hours. "Babe, trust me," she'd say with that smile, the one that used to melt me. But lately, her touches felt obligatory, her eyes distant during dinner. I'd found a receipt for lingerie I never saw, tucked in her drawer like a secret. "Just a treat for myself," she'd laughed it off. God, I'd been blind, wrapping denial around me like a blanket against the chill of doubt. "Who are you?" I finally asked, my voice raw. She paced, heels clicking like a countdown. "Laura. And you're Mark, right?" I followed her here after I hacked his phone. Pathetic, I know, but when you find messages like, "Can't wait to feel you again," you snap. She played another clip. Sarah in a car, moaning softly as the man, her husband, leaned in. Anger surged then, hot and blinding, replacing the numbness. How many lies had I swallowed? Our wedding vows, whispered under that oak tree 5 years ago, now felt like ash. "I loved her," I choked out. "We were trying for a kid." Laura stopped pacing, her fury softening into shared wreckage. "I get it. I thought we were solid too. But they're laughing at us." We talked, or ranted, for what felt like hours, piecing together timelines. Sarah's business trip, last month, aligned with their weekend getaway. The perfume on her collar wasn't new. It was his. Heartbreak clawed at me, a deep ache that made breathing hurt. Trust crumbled like old plaster, revealing the rot beneath our perfect home. As sirens wailed distantly, maybe my imagination, I stood, resolve hardening amid the ruins. "What do we do?" I asked. Laura's eyes gleamed. "Confront them. Together. Make them feel this pain." We drove to the hotel from the video, silence thick with our shared betrayal. Bursting in, we found them entangled, oblivious. Sarah's gasp was a knife twist. "Mark. What?" "You tell me," I roared, voice breaking. The fight that followed was chaos. Yells, tears, accusations flying like shrapnel. Sarah begged forgiveness, claiming it was a mistake, but her eyes held no regret, only fear of loss. Laura's husband cowered, mumbling excuses. In the end, I walked away, leaving her there, the door slamming shut on our life. Months later, alone in a bare apartment, I stare at old photos. The anger faded to a dull throb. Betrayal reshaped me, taught me trust's fragility. But in the quiet, I wonder, did we teach them, or did they teach us how to rebuild from ashes? The question lingers, a scar that aches on rainy nights.